the sister team of now a grand finalist in this year's World Finals. Tensai, Achapi, Kuru, 2 World finalists already. And Kuru, the new addition to the roster, who has also been blowing us away so far.
Seconds left in this first game, and Zeta is leading by 10 stars.
I have not seen Sprout on Shooting Star for a very, very long time, but it is a wondrous thing to watch the Tampa use it in the way that he is. Tensai going in on the cube, Q with the phase shifter, but the Tensai gets to pick up again, and Amaze out of position, comes back there, 21, 23 stars, Teddy, to the 6 of Navi. That is a dominant start by Zeta Division.
What a way to start the grand finals here for Zeta. What a performance early on. And honestly, man, this is crazy because Sprout, it's not that good against any of the brawlers on the other side, and yet I believe he didn't die once.
It's actually into your region as being the best. You can learn so much from looking across the wall to the team damage, 33%. And look at that. That's beautiful in itself, because it means that every single player on the side of Zeta Division doing their bit in equal measure. DPS 303 as well. I'm curious to see how Navi are going to respond for this one, because I've got to say, Zeta looking very confident. Go to that corner and get the ball to bring it back into the mid.
All right, still no clear winner for this game, but Zeta are making some moves, finally back on the bottom side of the map, trying to go for some opportunities, but they don't have anything just yet. Super doesn't find any connections to jump in from MMA. The pool follows up. Is that going to be a goal? The pool saves the day, or does it? Yeah, that is going to be Zeta scoring anyways.
The pass to the wall, Teddy, was intentional.
That is something to pull off on the grand finals, especially.
Look at this. Tensai gets pulled in, knocked back, pops the ball to the wall, tries to finish off Cube, and does
Beautiful.
so. Gets the super in the process. I mean, who thinks that way? It's incredible. 5 kills to the 3 deaths, the 40% on the team damage as well. Tensai showing us how it's done on the max pick. Beautiful, beautiful brawl styles from him.
Time I've heard about the Japanese Max. This is the man, and he's absolutely killing.
But I've got to say, but as quickly as things started, you know, we saw 50% already with Zeta, but look at Jason go here, cycling beautifully, and Chappie about to go down, and if he does, no hills are going to be there. Oh my word, Navi have come back, but Tensai coming in, trying to just cycle as well off the take, and as this break, this one is so close to call, Teddy. The Ring of Fire, to me, that says something, and boy, the value that that brawler had. So much HP on the side of Navi that was just eaten up and just spat back out.
The push is coming through, and Chappie is on the save. Can he dish out the last couple of shots? It's not possible just yet. Still a bit off space, but the tempo has the super available. If he can get the jump in, this could be massive. Jump in, damage doesn't connect, and he goes down.
10% is all that's left of the final push. Coming in, a shot here and a shot there. Teddy, what? Are they going to do it?
Oh, that's going to be it. And there you have it. Zeta Division are your world champions.
Oh my goodness me, they have done it. Zeta Division have done it. One of the most reserved teams in this competition, and all their hard work has paid off as they approach the trophy to lift it. Zeta Division are your Brawl Stars World Champions! Show, you know, again, you know, it's not about what you say or how you act or how loud you shout. What it comes down to is how well skilled you are on the day. That wasn't great Brawl Stars. That was world-class Brawl Stars. This is Brawl Esports at its finest.
No matter what it says on paper, they're gonna take it, man. Zeta, they take that paper, they shred it apart, and they make it golden confetti as they win the World Finals, man. Absolutely unbelievable plays from them throughout the entire World Finals. They played so well, just showed a new level of Brawl Stars, and now the rest of the world, they're gonna have to adapt in 2022 if they want to match that.
Yeah, 2022 is
Zeta Division 0!
Zeta Division 0, represented by Tensai, Achabi, and Kuru. 2 world finalists on their team, 2 world champions on their team, those being Tensai and Achabi. Extremely mechanically skilled players.
Because Shazmak have no map control whatsoever. Can they find some sort of a pinch, some sort of relief here? As right now, Zeta are looking devastating.
Achabi has a super as well that he can use. Pekka and Firecrow are both on low health, not really anywhere to go. Tensai's going for it. Pekka, he's taking so much damage, a kill on a Tufa, and Pekka, Zeta Division 0, they're headed on to the quarterfinals.
They have done it. Zeta Division 0 knock out CMGBR from Shazmak. Wow, I'm still at a loss of words, honestly, because that's one of the...
got the egg as well. The hatchlings could be coming into play. A beautiful spooky popper there. Tensai to the front of it. Low on HP, but the magic puff's coming in now. Lenan with a shield, trying to find the position, but Achabi from behind.
What's he doing? He gets immune on Lenan. Can Lenan get away? Drace tries to body block, but the crescendo takes Tensai over the top. Zeta Division 0 explode off the flank from the Otis, and it will clinch that first round.
The explosivity of this squad, you know, it's just like the Chapi to connect that one is what allows Kuru to get the 1v2. Stunning stuff. Here are the stats as they stand. Both teams really competitive. I thought Draze looked very, very good on the Gus run. This will come down to this next game. Tribe for a set. Zeta Division 0 for it all.
Tribe have been counterpicked. There's no two ways about it. So now they need to hope their mechanics, their game sense can carry them through, but that is a big ask. And Kuru, it's a special delivery! 1 serving of goal for Zeta Division 0. They are moments away from moving up to the semis. To knock Kuru back to make it impossible for him to save it. These stats are disgusting. Tribe had 0 business winning this set.
I mean, I did say that coming into that game, I already was looking forward to seeing how this was going to fare. 21 takedowns for Tensai, 11 for Kuru. I mean, and a big leap for Zeta Division 0 as again yesterday, arguably looking a bit weaker today, ironing out some of those issues and looking very, very dominant.
We're running low on European hopes here. Ark, it's been a tough day at the office for the EM.
No, EU hope is dwindling so quickly. I mean, there's a very big possibility that we'll have an entirely East Asia and North America semi-finals.
Wisdom, but right now it's still Zeta in the zone. It's still Zeta dominating.
Incredibly dominant so far for Zeta Division 0. Tribe Gaming NA, though, they are starting to fight back, but it might even be too late. Achabi takes major damage from Achabi as well on the fat splatter, but Tribe Gaming NA are about to take back this lead. Not so fast, says Achabi as well. With a jump in from Zulon and a kill on the left side, it is incredibly even. Great reaction. That was a blind shot to the left side and a kill for Tensai.
But something here needs to change before it's too late.
Tribe Gaming NA, they put up a valiant effort, but there's just not much you can do versus people who play this game to absolute perfection. When it came down to the draft, I was quite convinced by what Tribe Gaming NA had to offer as well, but it's beyond just that. When you get the draft spot on, all it comes down to as far as differentials is mechanics, and the stats tell the exact same story. 8-8-7 on the side of Zeta 0. Gonna be the target. There's the kill as well, but 5 stars have been claimed by Tribe Gaming NA with their first kill.
Yeah, they have the lead for just about a second, but Zulon goes down and Tensai should be able to escape. Oh, that got close, but it is going to be extending the lead to 6 stars now in favor of Zeta Division 0. This is still looking incredibly dangerous for Tribe Gaming NA. They need a lot of kills, and this might be too much to ask. They need to find Achabi and one other player. Can they do it? Ready?
It looks really unlikely, but as Libby is going to start things off with something convincing on this final push. Countdown is active. Kuru has a shield up. Tyrant has no super. Got to see something as far as Tensai. Need to see damage from Tyrant or Zulon, but death on arrival, and Zeta Division 0 take a 21-star victory and win set number 3.
Wow, Zeta Division 0. The call is something that Tribe app.
Utility, a nice block there from Kuru, and everyone really on the side of Zeta Division 1 going down here. The pass surely going to come through. Oh, the stun. And Chappie there just with the support. Beautiful start.
So one thing I think people forget is that
As 10 seconds go, as will the boxes. And this is a good position for Zeta Division 0 to hold.
Kuru's able to back away here, get some health. Supply drop being thrown down in Shitampo's direction, and we are in overtime, so those goals now essentially not relevant. First goal wins with 53 seconds left in the round. Chappie has that super up here, but it's going to be tough to get value now as there aren't any obstacles to really knock his opponents into. He's low. Kuru has to go for the montage here as Kenji wants to harass from the right-hand side. Kuru back it up. Let's go pop by Tensai, and Moya Goku shepherds the ball forward slowly here. They collapse though. They found Kenji. 3 versus 2 now with 33 seconds left in the round, and Moya Goku's pushed out away. Zeta Division 0 get themselves the round. Down for the Gale Super, and it turned up in a big way. Zeta Division 0 able to control the map, the Buster, so hard to shift. Even with Poco giving out so many heals. Surge, not the most durable brawler. Even with, of course, the gadget that lets him hang around in the fights a little longer. Zeta Division 0 starting off really well. It's knocks for them. Zeta Division 1 now regroup a little more, but they move up once more. There is a rocket rain available here for Kuru. He's going to let it go to the right-hand side of the map. 87 now. We've got 26 seconds left in the round. Moya Goku's trying to push this right-hand side. Shitampo's down. This could be it. The dive is there for Zeta Division 0. And it turns out, when you divide by 0, you get a problem you can't solve. Zeta Division 0 are your 2022 Brawl Stars World Champions. The greatest team in the world. It had to be a victory. They plucked from their sister team, but they were always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Now they've received a promotion to Kings of Brawl! What a journey.
Warm welcome to Crazy Raccoon! We have got a 2-time world champion entering the stage in the form of Tensai. He's accompanied by Shitampo, who won alongside him in 2021, and Moya, who has also won an MSI. So this is truly a team to be reckoned with. And they will be playing from the last...
Can take it. Ope also trying to fend off this charge. A super in from the Sandy. Shitampo now provides some backup for Tensai. Coming around the left flank. It's a team wipe around the goal line. Moya's got to slot this in. Ope's trying to fit on just 40 health. Tensai walks it in.
The Crazy Raccoon there. They looked a little bit sheepish for me, which is unlike them. And making a couple of mistakes along the way. For Moya specifically, I want to see him settle into this set and really come into it, you know, unsure of themselves maybe at times, but also playing it patiently, which is what gave them the goals. But in overtime, you know, that's not going to really necessarily work with the comp that they've got. They had to get a goal earlier than overtime.
That's really the deal, and you saw Ope pushing the ball forward. Linad's going to be the first to fall to Moya's hypercharge. Semantic now backing up. Moya can receive this pass. Drake doesn't have the damage output. Here comes a super from Moya, and they're just going to walk it through running back style. Crazy Raccoon get the first goal. The comp just ain't comping. We need to see the counter strats from Foot. But so far, it seems to be all a crazy raccoon story. Even the things that looked sort of promising, like, you disagree with me on this, but the Jackie into the Rosa.
That's 3 tanky brawlers and a max versus 3. That's gross. Maru here tries to step forward, will be brought down though. As the Sandstorm dissipates, a player advantage for CR.
Yeah, Joker's going to be able to get that dash with a sweet dance. Tampo sends him to sleep and puts him down. Tensai getting the step forwards with a hyper charge, but Maru's got the defense cycled out, and CR have the answer to the Rosa. 1-1.
Not just that, but look at the supers they built in that fight. They are ready to go off the rip once more. Tensai comes in, disengaged, shockwave combo. Maru, though, going to pop that hypercharge, and Shitampo can't do anything about it. Only the trade, though, the use of that ability, that's a hefty price to pay, and Joker walks into Tensai now. It's up to Mari to hold the door.
This super clearly hit a good amount of shots here, and Maru focusing around this left. I think there was a Sweet Dreams miss there as well, but Tensai coming forward with a good super, and now the aggressive push surely should be a goal pass to the left, and Tensai going to slot it in. He actually missed the ball, but just gets it in with the help of a super.
It's unclear what Tensai if he's trying to very quickly pick the ball up and super shot or use that super. Either way, they managed to get what they came for there. Keep Maru low on HP and blow Joker up in the middle seems to be the strategy. Here comes the Max, so he wants to go with the phase shifter, but the shockwave says no.
Just Mori defending this one out now. 1 goal between Crazy Raccoon in the semi-finals. Reply Totem looking good on this defense though. Mori holding off well, but Shitampo 1 super and this could all be over. Tensai has his, just looking for the hypercharge. Moya, hypercharge in hand already. Super's there. Tensai gets his stun on Joker as well. Shitampo's going to get the kill. Moving forward, CR going to get to Reply Totem out of there. Maru double knocked and Crazy Raccoon move on.
The semi-finals. 1 set dropped here, and in fairness, they looked a little bit shaky. But outside of that, absolutely squeaky clean. And again, a year on, once more, Reply Totem must succumb to the Kings of Brawl.
Crazy Raccoon on a collision course with every single European team at the moment.
Durability of strong stuff is just not enough, you know. Another day at the office, it almost feels like for Tensai there as he takes his headset off. 11 eliminations for him. Joker and Mari both really having a nightmare of a round. Yeah, tanky as they were, they did not have the damage output to force Crazy Raccoon back to their own side of the map. Tensai still looked incredible here. I feel like when we got to see the Meg from Shitampo was incredible. Yeah, Tensai, your MVP here in this match. That was very convincing. It's going to be said. East Asia lay down the gauntlet once again and start their group off with a bang.
If that's true, it's Tensai, Shitampo, and Moya. They are Crazy Raccoon.
Ticking, a wall goes down, but there's a double hypercharge on the side of Crazy Raccoon! A trade on both sides now! A 2 versus 2! Shitampo finding Meow there, Gero is low as well, but the shot, that second one from Tensai did find it! Everyone is so low! Who is going to be staying left standing? It's a rocket! Double kill for Tensai! And Crazy Raccoon as a result will claim the first set!
He gets pulled in, Gero wastes his super. There's so many mistakes I feel from Zeta Vision. As I mentioned a few times now, a lot of overconfidence. Look at that shot from Tensai, that's just gorgeous. How perfect that has got to be to hit both of them there, or the game could have gone very differently. Defense from Zeta, but CR had a chance, couldn't quite execute it though. And a hypercharge, ready to roll now for Naui, but who's in his face? It's Tensai on the Primo, gets one, hypercharge there, he's ready for the pass forward, goes in on Meow, gets the kill, and the Kenji's there too. CR take goal 1 of game 1 of Brawl Ball. Kenji actually slicing and dicing, but Meow will land straight on him and get the tree. Tensai gets a super along the way here, might want to go for the goal, chooses to turn back and think better.
Gero's just going to tickle him. Let's be honest, you've got to have Novi there in full force. Jumping in now then is Tensai cycling beautifully and staying alive most importantly as now Moya clears up the scraps. It's just Gero trying to buy some time, but in the meanwhile he's got to get the ball clear, but he sends it straight back.
Tensai wants the super here. He knows he can score if he gets it. Moya's going to miss the super. What a bait from Gero. Little bait and switch in there, but Stampo dashing side to side, evading a few shots from Naui. Nice stuff from CR. 3v2 situation. Down goes another. Just the surge remaining, and it's not enough as Tensai slides it in.
Good, solid connection, but Tensai kept his cool and did not TP away. And Army there so low, the shield is keeping him alive from that Gus. And a perfect TP there, but Tensai couldn't get the follow-up. But one takedown is all that CR need to gain the lead.
Tensai being the cleanup crew makes this a 1-star win for Crazy.
Oh,
what a pull!
huge!
What a pull! And I think the Gus shield was missed in there as well. Huge waste and a big star loss for Zeta Division.
25 seconds for Zeta to claim back a ton of stars. They've got the blue, but they need 3 at least, and that'll be Shitapo Moya or just Tensai all around. Pip coming in, finds it. Still 6 stars, and the blue with Crazy Raccoon. And Zeta down 1 man. Can't really go for this push.
But enough time to do it. 10 seconds there. Vengeful Spirits come out. Return to sender sends it straight back to Moya. But 5 seconds. Will it be done? The pull's going to be missed. Meow surely going to fall. They do nothing but extend the lead. And Crazy Raccoon beat the world champions. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Crazy Raccoon all the way through. The pinching ability that this team has. The mechanics is just unmatched.
I mean, here at Tensai got all 3. I would have jumped off the set. Honestly, unbelievable. Just a couple of pixels away, but that was Moya's redemption arc really for me. Definitely had a bit of trouble connecting some of those pools, but did land the ones that mattered the most. Tampo as well, as we said, coming out of the gate was just absolutely tapping on that RT pick, despite a huge healthy amount of DPS there for Novi.
Just want to touch on that, Penny. I don't think it can be ignored. Real tough stuff for Zeta Division. Not the best of drafts in the closing set of their first game. Tensai getting the MVP, and I think that is fair to say that is, well.
Been definitely a fighting chance for Crazy Raccoon to start pushing up this right side, and Tensai is going to take full advantage. Now that Elevator back in their spawn, this is when the squeak actually starts to become a problem.
Zeus trying to push out of spawn. Knows he's going to take a bit of damage from Tensai to do so. Luffy gets up close. Tensai upset hyper. Luffy won't be able to get away, but Zeus is there. 1 for 1. Tensai doubles down.
I think it's bound to start coming around this right side. Everyone's closed in. They got to get a kill. Oh, and a buzzer beater finish for Crazy Raccoon. A blue star victory to start this one off with a comeback. He does have the utility of his super available. RDN tried to get some on the right side, didn't manage to do much. Moya is equipped with the super that's going to be dangerous for Elevate. They don't have much health to work with, and they certainly don't have a way of escaping from a gene pull. Moya is super low. Tensai, and with a hypercharge, a team wipe as he snaps to the right side to bring home game 1.
Zeus spamming pins as Shitapo there. Gets him to come forward. Okay, RBM, hypercharge at the ready. It's raining rockets. Shitapo able to walk out. Look at that. What a magic hand. What a pick up on Zeus. RBM's in trouble now. Another Gus super to try and keep the Brock in the fight, and RBM's going to try and come forward. But Crazy Raccoon will not be denied. And then there's the super that gives invulnerability, so Luffy can't actually attack Shitapo at all there. Very awkward matchup for the Kenji. Shitapo now flashing that super as well. Knows he can dodge away. Luffy has to use a gadget now. Maybe looking at Tensai, who just bubbles himself. And Crazy Raccoon look indomitable on this point. Elevates nowhere to be seen.
At valuable second level, where the damage and the range of Clancy actually starts to become a threat.
Luffy's been much more proactive this time around. Shitapo still has a super. Luffy attempts to dodge it. Gadget gets him healed up, but Shitapo is chilling. Level 2 and a super available. Still bronze. Luffy wants to dive in, but Shitapo is basically unkillable right now. With that super available, Zeus tries to get away. Freeze frame used in order to try and play from behind that ego. Luffy's got nowhere to go. Yet another gadget use, and now we're an even game.
Has been vocal about is his frustration with the meta, with the brawlers that simply run at you, because Tensai's still picking up tons of kills in spite of the matchup he's facing.
Moya spotted their vision gear, of course, up. What a dodge away from that Tara super. Luffy's able to get 2 gems to his name. Tensai, though, will survive. Low, Luffy comes in with super. Tensai finds 2, but RBM scoops up the gems and gets out with 6.
Looking for gem number 10. Luffy's got to contest.
He can't. Shitapo back over the wall. Okay, countdown secured now. Elevate lose their gems. Luffy trying to go deep here, but Tensai ignores him as Moya throws down. And Crazy Raccoon The kings that once were will return to a world semi-finals to claim what was once theirs.
The All-Stars of Brawl Stars advance once more to top 4 for a second attempt at a grand final.
If you're getting caught in a couple of those Tara supers, that was a big difference. You see Crazy Raccoon, they wanted to play against the Kenji. They wanted to play some old school Brawl. And old school is the good school here. And Elevate just flunks the class.
Tensai over here, 10 kills for the guy. Penetrated that right side, became a massive issue.
Picked straight away from Elevate, right? That's their first. Their surge picked up for Crazy Raccoon. They know they let the Kenji through the drafts. And my goodness, how scared must you be of the Draco and the surge if you are picking a Janet to try and reveal the right side of the map?
On the right, there's just enough of an opening, no, a reset of the wall. Herbal Tonic on the ground. Shots from Chaos in the mid, and Mari reevaluating. They're looking at Shitampo now. They know he's a threat. They gotta bring him down. Heals going in, hypercharge galore, and it's CR holding on! Tensai survives! Game 1 for the Apex #1.
That is when he pounced. He knew to pop the super on himself for the bonus damage and secure the kill. Check this out. 5 kills apiece for Tensai.
Break open the map, deny Moya's safe positioning, and there it is. Break it on open. Semantic now leaves Boss to get that capture percentage.
Hypercharge for Tensai and a nice takedown there. A Boss straight onto the zone. Is a team wipe. And Crazy Raccoon now can get hunkered down.
3 humble guys who just happened to be the best Brawl Stars team in the world.
When the sky fell away, our world came to an end. In our eyes, did a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows. Silence grows in the spaces between, stretching out beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying without end, new life draws its first breath.